guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing the 90s tag today, and I was requested to do this video by my YouTube friend, and her name is Shareen, and I will link her channel down below. Thank you so much, Shareen, for tagging me to do this video. So yeah, this is the video that I will be doing. Now, I do know, and I will say this before I start, that I do know that the 90s tag is kind of like a kid's version, and I was born in the 90s. I do have the questions on my phone here, so this should be interesting. Favorite Disney movie. So my favorite Disney movie of all time would have to be Pocahontas. I know it's crazy, but I love Pocahontas. So Pocahontas is like my all-time favorite movie. I remember watching that as a kid. His favorite music artist of the 90s. I love a lot of artists, okay? I love a whole lot. As favorite candy or sweets. My favorite candy and sweets would have to be lollipops because I really love lollipops. I don't know why. I just love lollipops. As favorite video game, my favorite video game would have to be the Nintendo or either the older PlayStation console, basically. But my video game, I mean, I used to play Sonic on there. I had some turbo racing games on there growing up. I used to play Mario, all the little Nintendo little things. And I had the older versions, which mean that back in the 90s when you were a kid, you had to literally, it was like a stack of them that you could get of like the games. And basically, if you know the Nintendo or the PlayStation that I'm talking about, you would virtually have to stick the big part into the gaming console and just press the little on button, and then it'll just pop on the TV, and then you get play or whatever. But the only downside to that is that if in fact it did not work, it's a done deal. You would have to like blow that sucker. Like, I'm telling you, you have to blow that sucker. That's how crappy it was. But it was the only game that I played in the 90s. That's favorite book. My favorite book of the 90s. Again, I read a lot as a child growing up. I just kept reading. But I would have to say that my favorite 90s book would have to be like the nursery rhymes, because I was always into like the nursery rhymes kind of books. So yeah, if you know what I mean, just tell me like what was your favorite nursery rhyme book if you read nursery rhyme books. But like I said, in the 90s, that was really all that I can really remember that I've read. Favorite clothing store. My favorite clothing store growing up in the 90s would have to be Kmart, because I don't know, my parents said they used to always buy us clothes from Kmart. So of course, growing up, um, how many Beanie Babies did you own, and which were your favorites? I never owned any Beanie Babies. Favorite Nick Jr. program. Okay, my favorite Nick Jr. program would have to be, it had to be Blue's Clues, but I remember Hey Arnold, and I remember Blue's Clues, and I remember Keenan and Cal. So NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. If you are a 90s kid, if you are the all-time 90s kid, you would definitely have to go with the Backstreet Boys. I mean, come on, the Backstreet Boys, they're amazing. What was your favorite Nickelodeon cartoon of the 90s? My favorite Nickelodeon cartoon, Johnny Bravo. Like, I love that program so much. So Johnny Bravo would have to be my favorite 90s cartoon. What was the best Disney movie of the 90s? Be Lizzie McGuire. I used to always watch Lizzie McGuire. In fact, I was obsessed with Lizzie McGuire. The Lizzie McGuire Show. You better be lucky that you were a 90s kid, because 90s were awesome. The 90s were awesome. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you have also done the 90s Kid Tag, please let me know and link it down so I can check it out. And last but not least, please go out and check out the wonderful Shareen's channel because she tagged me in this. In a way, I feel like, you don't have to necessarily be a 90s kid to do this tag. You can probably be born like in the 2000s, but still have access to like all those good shows, because although they were in the 90s time period, if you were born in the 2000s, you still have access to it. So hey, just jump on this tag while you can. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!